Sometimes when we've been betrayed, we have a tendency to forget not only our worth, but our right. Today on Beauty Beyond Betrayal, I'm going to be bringing to you something called a personal bill of rights. What it is, why you need it, how it can help you, what should be involved in it, all the good things. So get your pen and paper out, beautiful. This is going to be good. Hey beautiful, do you wish there was a way to begin healing from the devastation of his betrayal? Find out what is really happening to you. Discover who you should tell about the betrayal. Find out how to ask the questions that won't cause you more trauma. And learn simple techniques to help you begin healing your mind, body, and soul. Listen, I know what it feels like to have the unimaginable happen. To have my world completely blown apart by discovering my husband had been having an affair with a younger woman for 2 years. Battling the thoughts, images, insecurities, lacking trust and confidence. Feeling so lost, alone, and confused. Imagine if you had a first steps guide that gave you daily action steps to help you release the trauma due to the betrayal while still gaining biblical insight and wisdom for your healing journey. All while learning what betrayal trauma really is, why you need safe people to journey with, how to ask the right questions, and learn how to put a stop to his blame game once and for all. That's why I created Devastated to Determined, your first steps to heal from betrayal trauma. This is where I teach you what is actually happening to you. You'll learn how to stop the blame game once and for all, establish your safe circle so you can share your story and get the support you need. You'll know what questions you need to ask to get the healing you deserve and begin healing your mind, body, and spirit from the trauma due to betrayal. You'll be able to follow a simple training that will help you understand the trauma you're experiencing, give you proven techniques that can help you with the stress and overwhelm, and help you rise up determined to recover from the devastation of his betrayal. Beautiful, you'll walk away with hope, healing, and a biblical-based guide that helps you begin your healing and regain your life. So if you're ready for a simple first steps to recovery guide for the early weeks after discovery that'll help you move past the shock and denial so you can move forward into recovery, well then now's your time. I've created a new mini course called Devastated to Determined, how to begin healing from betrayal trauma. And since we are in the midst of the holidays, I have slashed the price 90% so you can have your lattes while you shop and still invest in your healing journey. Because beautiful, you're important. The link to purchase is below in the show notes, or you can head to beautybeyondbetrayal.org, go to my resource page, and click on the link Devastated to Determined so you can finally take control and begin healing from the pain, shame, and devastation of betrayal. Welcome back to the show, beautiful. Have you actually visited our new website, beautybeyondbetrayal.org? If you haven't, where have you been? We just launched this thing a couple weeks ago. It's absolutely beautiful, has a lot of information, easy to navigate. And over on that website, we have the course you just heard about. That is 90% off during the holidays. You need to go grab it before the end of the month because December 31st, that baby goes back to regular cost. So it's only $27. Grab it while you can. You can also upgrade and grab the workshop, How to Thrive Through the Holidays After Betrayal, for $17. So between the two, you're looking at like $44 to really invest in yourself for the holiday season. So grab it while you can. On today's episode, I'm really excited to be sharing with you something that I do with my clients, and it's called a personal bill of rights. This is where we are actually helping each and every one of you. I do this with my clients to help them find their voice again. You know, when we've been betrayed, we not only lose our sense of self, but we lose our voice. We lose our self-worth. We don't really recognize our worth anymore. We lose our voice. We lose who we are at the core. And by doing a personal bill of rights, it helps to reestablish who you're allowed to be. And beautiful, you are allowed to be you. Yes, you are. All of you, every little positive and negative part of you, you are allowed to be because you are beautiful. You are unique, one of a kind, and you should not be put under a rock. So this helps to reestablish yourself. And a lot of times we forget that. So today I want to break it down for you, because self-confidence can actually help you achieve and obtain what you want in life. So we're going to seek to kind of reestablish some of that through this broadcast. And you may have encountered some life events, the betrayal that you've been through, that have really come against your self-confidence. It's caused it to plummet. It's been kicked to the wayside. It's made it extremely difficult for you to really have a clear sense of who you are anymore as a person. You probably look in the mirror and wonder, who is this woman looking back at me? You might even have uncovered some childhood trauma, and the betrayal was the trauma that broke the camel's back, so to speak. So all of this has caused you to really doubt who you are at the core. So I want to draw your attention to something that is very powerful, a great thought-provoking tool that can get you back on track. Now, the Personal Bill of Rights was first established by Edmund Bourne, PhD. He wrote it many, many years ago, and I came across it many years ago, and I was like, this is so good. So I did my own, and now I help my clients with it when they are actually going through their 3-month program with me. And so now today, I'm going to share with you a little about how you can step into your true authentic self. You can listen to your needs. You can set wishes and dreams again. Start to set healthy boundaries. Express yourself. Feel all the emotions you want to feel, and not be terrified to be you anymore. To actually desire and require people to respect you and be honest with you and transparent with you. You deserve that. And yes, you have that right. So what actually is a personal bill of rights? Well, a personal bill of rights is actually a document that you write out where it contains your needs and your wants. Now think about it. It's a bill of rights. Now each and every one of us have rights. We really do. We have rights to the simple things in life, right? So we have a right to take a bath. I know this is simple, but hang with me. We have a right to take a bath. We have a right to eat. We have a right to work. These are very simple, but they are simple rights nonetheless. And when we start to recognize our simple rights and our more complex rights, then it can help to build our confidence. So your confidence, once again, was probably knocked down because of the betrayal, but today you can actually start to reestablish that. So what you do is you actually sit down with a pen and a piece of paper, and you actually start to think through some of the normal, everyday things that you have a right to. Now, there's a difference between rights and wants, right? So sometimes we can say I have a right to a cup of coffee. Well, I don't know about that, right? I love my coffee. I'm a coffee fiend, but I don't have a right to it in the sense of it has to be mine. Somebody has to give it to me and it's my right that way. It is actually a desire. And I have that desire to have a cup of coffee every single morning and maybe even in the afternoon. But I do have the right to fix the cup of coffee if I so choose. That gives you a little bit of clarity, right? So write down some things that are very simplistic and then start to hone in on some of the deeper level rights that you have as a Christian woman, as a Christian man. And what are those for you? Write those down. Let me give you a few examples. Like, I have the right to ask for what I want. I have the right to change my mind. I have a right to a hot shower if I so choose, or to a shower. I have the right to eat. I have the right to make a mistake and not to be perfect, not have to be perfect, right? I have the right to determine my own priorities. I have the right to be uniquely me. I have the right to say I'm scared about something or that I don't know the answer to something. I have the right to be playful and outgoing and an extrovert. I have the right to change and grow. I have the right to make friends and be comfortable around the people that I'm around. I have the right to be happy. But here's where we get deep. I have the right to be treated with respect and dignity. I have the right to say yes or no to sex. You heard me right, beautiful. And I know that's a controversial one because in the Christian spheres, it's like, no, you don't. It's a duty. No, it's not a duty. It's a gift. Okay. And that's a whole nother broadcast in and of itself. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole today. But I have a right to say yes or no to that. I have a right to either stay or leave my relationship after betrayal. Beautiful, I think you're getting the gist of what I'm talking about here. But what you're doing is you are establishing your own Bill of Rights. And this is important because it helps you to be able to take better care of yourself. It helps you to find your voice once again after you've been betrayed. And it helps you to also establish clear, concise boundaries in your life that are healthy so that moving forward, you're healthy emotionally and mentally, physically, and so are you inside of your relationships. A personal Bill of Rights is a way for you to sit down and really come to terms with what you have a right to in life and in your relationships. And once that is established, oh my goodness, things get so much better in life. Now let's take it a step further. You can even take it into a relationship Bill of Rights, where you can put things like, I have the right to not be friends with someone who makes me uncomfortable. I have the right to trust my instincts and my feelings. I have the right to be angry. I have the right to say no. I have the right to be assertive. I have the right to ask for what I need inside of this relationship. I have the right to be understood and cared for. I have the right to understand and care for those I choose to care for. And I have the right to healthy relationships and the right to make them work that way. So those are just a few, right? So you have your personal Bill of Rights as well as your relational Bill of Rights that I would urge you, sit down, take out this piece of paper and pen, and start to really think this through, especially if you've recently gone through betrayal and you feel like you're unworthy, your self-confidence is tanked, you're struggling with your self-esteem, you're struggling to set healthy boundaries, you're struggling to say no, you feel like you're trauma bonded, like you really have to say yes to everything to save your relationship. This will help you to break that cycle. This will help you get your voice back. It'll help you to get to a healthier standing within and of yourself, and it can start moving you forward as an individual, unique person to really step into who God has created you to be. So beautiful, I hope that helped you today. This is just one of the many things I help my clients work through so they can reestablish themselves and rediscover who you are after you have been betrayed. I pray it blessed you today, and I will see you again this Friday. Thanks for stopping by today and spending a little while with me. I hope you enjoyed today's show and found hope, healing, and encouragement. Please remember to subscribe to my podcast and leave a review. You can even screenshot this episode and share it on IG or Facebook stories. This is how we get the message of hope and healing out to all women who are in the midst of betrayal and loss. If you're ready to move out of the devastation of betrayal and take the next step in your healing, make sure to reach out to me and schedule your breakthrough coaching call today. Until next time, love God, live your life passionately, and always choose joy in the midst of any circumstance that you may face. Cheers to you, beautiful.